The evening seemed like any other dinner date. Candlelight danced across the table, soft music played in the background, and we shared a bottle of wine we used to save for special nights. Sarah had picked our go-to spot, the same cozy place where we celebrated anniversaries and life's big moments. But her smile felt rehearsed, her calm too forced. I had seen this look before, over the past few months. This wasn't just a meal. The late office hours, her sudden quest for self-discovery. It all hinted at something more. Still, I let her take the lead, pretending not to notice the thick tension between us. I wanted her to say the words herself, to be honest enough to admit what I already suspected. We made small talk, covering topics that didn't matter. Sarah giggled at jokes that weren't funny, and I just nodded, quietly sipping my wine. Then, halfway through dinner, she gently placed her fork down, drew in a breath, and finally said it. "I'm seeing someone else." No soft intro, no sorry. Just 5 flat words spoken with chilling calm. They lingered, heavy but not surprising. I looked at her, letting the truth settle. She waited, expecting an outburst, maybe tears, maybe blame. But I wouldn't give her that. I just gave a slow nod, placed my napkin on the table and replied, "Good to know." She blinked, caught off guard. Her confidence faltered, but I stayed neutral, not giving her the reaction she came for. Silence followed, sharp and uncomfortable. Her eyes scanned mine, hoping for signs of pain or rage. But I stayed steady. She rushed to fill the space with excuses. How it wasn't planned, how we'd grown apart, how she didn't want to lie anymore. Her words felt scripted, like she'd practiced them in the mirror. But nothing prepared her for my calm. I let her talk. I nodded here and there. But inside I was somewhere else. I had already grieved this marriage long before this dinner. Her confession wasn't a shock. It was just the closing scene of a drama I'd been forced to endure for too long. When she finally stopped speaking, she looked at me, waiting for a rebuttal. I simply asked, "Are you happy with him?" The question hit harder than expected. She stuttered, caught between honesty and illusion. Her affair thrived on secrecy and thrill, not true connection. My steady presence made her face the hollow reality of her choices. She may have hoped for chaos, something to help her feel justified. But I had no fight left to give. Competing for someone who had already left, emotionally, was pointless. I reached for the bill, paid it, and stood up. I gave her a polite smile. "Thanks for the truth," I said. We both knew it had come too late. Sarah looked stunned, as if her script had been thrown out. I didn't offer a hug or ask for closure. I just walked away, leaving her at the table with the flickering candles and unfinished food. Outside, the night breeze felt crisp, a welcome change from the stuffy air inside. Each step away from that place felt lighter, like shedding dead weight. Back home, the silence was different. Not filled with doubt or blame, just peace. I packed a small bag, not out of impulse, but because I had prepared for this moment long ago. I scribbled a simple note for her. "Take care of yourself." There was nothing more to say. I wasn't chasing drama or revenge. Leaving wasn't surrender. It was choosing self-respect. Sarah made her choice, and now I had made mine. I was done living in a one-sided relationship. Over the next few days she tried to contact me. Messages. Long, rambling emails saying she never thought things would end like this. I didn't reply. She had steered the story for too long. Now silence was mine to hold. Friends who heard about the breakup were surprised by how calm I stayed. Some thought I should have fought for her. Others praised my restraint. But none of them had lived through the slow crumble of trust, the silent heartbreaks that led to that restaurant table. For me, walking away wasn't weakness. It was the only strength I had left. Days passed. Then weeks. Life without Sarah slowly got easier. I found comfort in the little things. Coffee on the balcony, peaceful evening walks, conversations with people who saw me for who I really was. Sarah stopped reaching out. Maybe she stayed with him. Maybe not. Either way, it didn't matter anymore. That night at the restaurant, she expected a breakdown. But I chose peace instead. Sometimes the strongest response to betrayal is no response at all. And as I moved forward, I realized my quiet exit was the closure I needed all along.